Alright, we're back with this. We got Stitch up. I don't think this can be its own video, because watching someone in hand embroider is incredibly dull. Hand embroidering is incredibly dull. Good job by making you a stitchy quilter that is completely revolves around hand embroidery. So you can see I've made some progress. Zoom in. Here we go. So it does look better with the right colours. I think that's important. And my lazy daisies are getting a bit better. Where are we going to put one? We'll put one, I don't know. My thread, this pink thread gets knotted a lot. I have a feeling it's a use error. So we've worked on our technique and screwed it just like then. I love, you go to show something and then this happens. This is my Clover needle threader. Do I love it? No. Do I use it because it cost me $20? Yes, I do. Do I actually prefer the really cheap ones? Yeah, I don't. Either I'm using this wrong, plausible, because I never actually looked at how to use it. I've just sort of deduced how to do it. But it's not easy. I mean, I probably made it look very easy, but I noticed I split I put the needle through the stitches. Alright, so I go into my same hole or very near to it, depending on how accurate I'm being, and then I go around it, avoiding a knot. The French knot, that is, not creating a knot. I don't avoid those. And then I go back in. Alright, I give up, because this thread keeps coming out. I'm going to change my thread. I don't even know where this thread is on here. I should probably find that. There. Nope, now I'm just pulling at things randomly. There. I guess this is this little one. Yep. Alright, I'm going to knot that off, because the thread's being a pain in the ass. Get more thread and come back. Alright, I'm back with a fresh thread, because the other one was kind of destroyed from my previous efforts. Can't remember where we were going though, so I'm going to go here, kind of fill in this gap. Was I going there? Going there now. Should have paid more attention. Okay, so I have a new technique, which is working better for me. I'm going to go like this. Yep, and then I go around, trying not to pull my needle out. And then, I think I've made this one too big, but for demonstration purposes, it'll be fine. And go back in. And look, we have one, and it's neater than they have been. Then I go back in the bottom. Try and get it right in the center, or near to. And then pull it to the side. This is going to be a big one. I might only do 3 on this one. Now, I should have been on the other side, but whatever. It'll be fine. And lock it in. And then, now, the other trick I learned is to turn the fabric. I can't hoop my fabric doing this. I don't know how people hoop and hand sew like this. It's not for me. This shit takes hours. Alright. And there we go. Again, up. Now, my little silicone thimble, which gives you 0 protection from the needle, I might add. Ask me how I do that. But it helps me pull the needle through, especially going through other stitches, 2 layers of fabric and the adhesive that put the fabric there. So, there we have it. So this is looking cute, and because this whole concept is quite boring to video, but necessary, because I haven't found any videos of anyone actually doing anything. which makes it very difficult to get enough confidence. You can see the quality of my stitching when I started. I think it's coming along. I think this is going to take months to finish because I have, if I zoom out, all of this has hand stitching on it, the whole thing. So, updates on your progress of your quilt are going to be slow, Mum. But they might be varied. I might do what I want to do now, which is also take that off because I don't need it, and it does. It's a weird vibe. Okay, here's fun. I'm gonna break all the rules and just put a knot in it. And I know that my backs of mine don't look great, but you're never going to see the back of mine except for in these videos. Okay, this guy is all dried. He looks, look, not amazing colouring, but on a big quilt, I'm sure it's going to look nice. And if it doesn't, it was still made with love, so you'll accept it. This is a very expensive art project for Amanda. Okay, what am I doing? I'm doing sunflower stems split stitch, which I'm not very good at. And we're doing 4 strands, which I've never done before. So, pause for a moment while I recap on how to do a split stitch. Okay, a quick tutorial. I was right. I had a moment of panic. We have a long black today for you. Alright. I guess this is technically the first stitches in block 2. Have I finished block 1? You know I haven't because you just saw it 10 seconds ago. Is that going to stop me from working my way through the rest of the quilt? Because block 1 is boring me and requires a lot of effort on my part, and I don't want to do that. Even though I'd love to make you a quilt, I should have made you a simpler quilt. But I've told you about this quilt. I'm now filming the diary of this quilt for you, so that you know how many blood, sweats, and tears went into it. I haven't cried yet. I did put it away for a year, but I haven't cried yet. There's definitely blood. I just stitched over it. I think this one will come together faster. Maybe I won't dislike this one so much. It's not that I dislike the other one. It's hard. And it takes forever. And it requires me being neat. Which I'm not. And it requires me to have skills I don't possess yet. Not that that's ever stopped me from crafting something. And this should give you all the motivation you need to start your quilt, which I can't help you with because I don't have the pattern. So that's going to make you fly solo. Which, to be fair, is the entire purpose of this. So that eventually, well, you're going to have you don't know that yet, and it's too early to tell you. Eventually, you're going to need to fly solo. I don't have your legit kit quilt, which I'd say I'm almost ready to start mine, but also I don't know how many more projects I can start that is never going to get finished. I've got this, I've got the teddy bears, I've got a community quilt, which we're going to take a little pause on while Mum works through her Alice Wonderland bomb. We're almost due for our next lot of fabric on that, which means we'll revert to usual programming when that arrives for a couple of weeks. Look at that! Isn't that cute? Okay, so I only go, oh no, so I'm only doing the stems in this. Okay, well this is coming along cutely. How boring is it to watch someone do this? I'm actually going to play back and see how boring it is. I feel like I'm just going to combine these with just casual updates, so you've got some idea of how your quilt is coming along, so you know which decade to expect it in. And our little attachment-y camera octopus leg thing arrived, so I can show you the cutie breeze. Look at this. This is nice. This is so much nicer than the other one. I don't know what they are. I have these little thumb things that are supposed to help you keep your stitches even, and I swear they give my thumb a cramp. Are they in here? I don't know where they are. Oh, there they are. These things. So you're supposed to hold them like that. Oh gosh, I can't do it. Right? And then you're supposed to stitch evenly with them. It's actually not so bad not in the hoop. Let me do that well. But yeah, your thumb's in a weird position and it cramps. Oh, mine does. I gave these to you. You have two of your own. Enjoy that. Let me know if you ever actually use them. They're really, I think the concept was designed for blanket stitches. We don't really do blanket stitches. If we're going to do our bindings, we bind stitch them as best we can. Well, you do, and I just stitch them however I can. See, I'm all confidence in our stitching, and you're all capability. Capability has never stopped me from being confident. All right, well, this is incredibly boring to watch, and I'm just rambling. And normally I do this singing to myself. So, there we go. Once I get to the end of this one, I'm going to stop this. And this is your periodic update of your quilt. And I'll work on this quilt when I don't have anything to do for the Alice in Wonderland one. So I'll keep trying to stay ahead of you, and then when I see you in a couple of weeks, maybe we'll film a little update on where you're at. Maybe you'll have them all done, maybe you won't, that won't matter. But maybe we can do some progress so that we can see, so that 5 other people that watch this little series we have can see how you're progressing, learning how to do this by yourself based on these videos. And if they're doing theirs, they can sort of feel a little bit good about themselves, because I'm sure they're doing fantastically. I'm also sure no one's stupid enough to do this many quilts at once. And if you are, you're my kind of person. Reach out. Okay. So, this one's going to come along much faster, and there's heaps of these to do. These ones. And then eventually, these are the ones that are kind of spotted all the way through that look like fabric that aren't. So, I'll work on these while I'm working on this beast. And then eventually you'll have a quilt, or you'll have pieces of a quilt that you'll be confident enough to put together now. Wouldn't that be great if I give you a hand-stitched deconstructed quilt? I'm not above that. We both know that. All right. Well, carry on with your bombs, Mum. And I'll see you again for those when you're ready. And in the meantime, I'm working on your quilt. So don't stretch it out too long. I don't want to work on this quilt forever. I like sewing. Stitches are a lot for me. All right, bye.